future uncertain, but vast and bold. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls. Through dungeons dark and forests green, we'll face things we've never seen. With steady fists and a mighty roar, we seek places where legends soar. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls. Across fields and realms unknown, for peasants, king and throne, only to our futures are we sworn, facing curses and shadows reborn. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls. Torchlight flickers and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage. Every hit and every save, choose the path that we pave. Arcane wisdom and nature's might, we stand tall, ready to fight. To save others or indulge our own vice, it's our decision. Roll the dice. A sword's first swing, a cleric's light. Unsteady heroes stand to fight. Whether for good or ill, glory or gold, their future uncertain, but vast and bold. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls. Through dungeons dark and forests green, we'll face things we've never seen. With steady fists and a mighty roar, we seek places where legends soar. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times none and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage. Every hit and every save. Choose the path that we pave. Arcane wisdom and nature.
I was gonna say, did nobody else actually hear me?
We stand tall.
No.
Ready to fight. To save our
Just waiting on one person.
Tendi color, right?
Yes, sir.
No, 20 D10.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's what it looks like I rolled.
this is gonna be fun. Hopefully that's all your guys' bad rolls.
For real.
I mean, if it works anything like it did last night, then that'll be true.
No.
Do you not remember what happened to the mining crew last night?
Oh no, I'm aware. I'm just saying that I used all of my good rolls on my on my 10 D20 and never got a decent roll after that until initiative.
Speaking of, let me go ahead and repost our initiative scores. Just in case y'all missed those. And since we have all of our rolls, just to help remind us of what we missed yesterday, I'll turn it over to Sir Anthony.
Okay. After waking from the captain coming in, I was feeling intoxicated still after a night of drinking with Xylar and some possible new friends. We made our way to the tavern for breakfast, and the crew of people assembled to go north to gather resources. After we all consumed our fill, we began our journey of finding a cart to use for the task ahead. We started by asking the tavern owner to use his cart, but he declined. He informed us Madeline, the stable owner, may be more willing to allow. She is the horse,
Horse girl.
yeah, no, the horse groomer. I wrote down stable owner, that was my fault. But, Madeline was willing to allow us to use one, so we proceeded over to the stable to ask about the wagon. Madeline welcomed us warmly, but wasn't too keen on allowing and/or to borrow the wagon, so I decided to wave at her to let her see if she would be more willing, since it would appear as she may fancy me. She chose to join us while asking for an insurance payment for her cart, so we gave her 25 gold. We began our journey. After arriving, we split into two groups, one to gather cedar wood and one to gather coal. Once in the mine, Zatara got pinned by a cart Lucat had kicked, trying to get it closer. She was crushed a bit, so I had to heal her before we proceeded to get the coal. After regrouping with the rest of the party, we made too much noise and attracted some beasts of the forest. From what I've seen approach so far are some giant wolf spiders and a few wolves. So we ready ourselves for battle. May the gods smile upon our encounter and allow us to prevail.
Hey! So let's go ahead and flip our music, because that's a little too cheerful for what you guys are about to do. So when we last left off, the wolf spiders had just moved in on a couple of your party members, and we're going to take their shot. And...
By the way, I'm still on the world map.
oh yeah, you guys might want to come over here. A whole lot of stuff's about to happen over here.
Yeah, I'd like to see what I'm hitting.
What's moving in on us, at least.
So we're gonna start with Lucat. I mean, he's getting hit, so he's got it.
He's gonna reset up his headset and stuff, so it's gonna take him a couple minutes actually.
Huh? Say, well, when he gets back, he's got a critical hit coming his way, so. Ow. Let's go ahead and see what that damage looks like, so Lucat can be fully prepared when he gets back on. That's painful.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like it's all of his health or anything, right?
That's not quite all of it, but it might as well have been.
Arcane wisdom and nature's might.
Yeah, saying whenever he gets back, I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw. Actually, he doesn't take all this. Actually, yeah.
I feel some poison coming.
Oh no, worse. If he.
Oh,
the,
no.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and roll this damage. So, since you failed the Constitution saving throw, Lucat, this thing does 2d6 poison damage on a failed save.
That's sad to see.
However,
Level
something-
ones.
with this poison, if it will let me actually copy this text. Stop rolling. I'm just copying text. So, with the poison, if it reduces a person to 0 hit points, they are stable. They do not have to do death saving throws.
So
But they
he's-
so he is poisoned for 1 hour and is paralyzed while poisoned.
Oh, fuck.
But he remains stable, so he doesn't have to make death saves. That was a
So-
really dookie crit right at the very beginning.
So with this poison, if we were to pick him up, does he just take like DOTs from the
Well,
poison?
poison is not a DOT. It basically means that you have disadvantage on your attack phase. Attack rolls and ability checks.
Fair, but I guess he's actually paralyzed though.
Yeah, paralyzed will mean that he can't move, he can speak, and he is basically just prone. But we're gonna go for the one attacking Xylaran next. See if it's going to crit too with my luck. Fuck these rolls.
What do you mean, fuck these rolls? Isn't that what you want to happen?
think he wants us to survive a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say that would be preferable. Well, he's not poisoned, thankfully. So he only takes half this damage. So 2. So that is it for the spiders. That's it for the wolves. Arabelle, it is your turn.
Okay. Also, doing this real weird today, so you're gonna have to bear with me.
I can be better pulling up my character sheet would probably be advantageous.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Excuse me.
I'm looking at my stuff. I'm so sorry. So, I can just cast cantrips, right? Like, I don't have to have those prepared.
No, I say cantrips are always prepared.
Cool, I thought so.
But keep in mind, if they require an attack roll, like if they're a spell attack, if you are within melee range, unless it's something like that, then they cause disadvantage. But that's fair. A 19 on this whoopee.
Yes.
And say that's gonna be a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. There should be a little red button right next to it. That's to cast it again.
It's not giving me a damage option. Hold on. What's it say?
Okay, so on a hit, the target suffers the weapon attack's normal effect and causes green fire to
Gotcha. So I just roll my weapon damage then.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Which is my quarterstaff.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I do two-handed?
Yeah.
Option.
Yeah. With quarterstaff, you can swing one-handed or two-handed. So 3 points of damage.
Fantastic.
So what's it look like as you cast this across your quarterstaff?
I was not prepared for that question either, and I should have been. I'm so sorry. Can I have a? Can you give me till the next time I use it to have a description prepared?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
for
would
any of you.
forget.
For any of you who are planning on using spells, expect to describe your magic to me. Just as a fair warning. But is that it for your turn, Arabelle?
Yes.
Okay, so the next person does not get a turn. Zatara, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
Are you going to move to hit them?
Oh crap! I'm not that close. So I'm used to using the bow.
Yes, you gotta be within 5 feet for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. Sorry, I'm
But that does hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. So you just kind of walk up and slash at this thing with your scimitar. You take off one of its legs and one of its pincers.
Hey.
Nice.
Probably not yet. I'd say you're just a level 1 ranger.
But that's all.
Okay. Okay, everyone else is still surprised, so we go back to the top of the combat for our first full round of combat. Garmin, you rolled the highest out of everyone, so you get to take the first full turn.
Yeah! Okay.
The Sickly Rabbit rolled the highest on initiative, y'all.
The sickly
Yeah,
rabbit.
no, I wasn't too far behind him.
So, we got my character sheet. Alright, so I'm going to. Probably wouldn't do for me. So instead. To go ahead and cast Thorn Volley on the wolf.
26 poison and petrified. Okay, so DC 14, Constitution saving throw.
Successful save. Half damage.
That's a 5.
Mmm.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
5 damage.
And he is both poisoned and petrified until the end of its next turn. So he's not going anywhere. So,
Alright.
Armin, describe what the spell looks like as you do it and it takes effect.
Since everybody's focused on the wolf, I'm going to quickly clutch at my chest and pull off a few flecks of bark, crush them in my hand a little bit, and then pulling them in its direction, scattering it almost like shotgun pellets into its fur. And as it does so, it's going to embed a little bit and start actually growing into basically the similar flecks of wood. It's just going to kind of get slowly petrified into wood.
Yeah, so instead of stone, as this thing begins to petrify, it starts to look reminiscent of bark instead of flesh.
I've got a dog with trees, but this is ridiculous.
But anything else you can do on your turn?
No, that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay. With that, we move to Andor.
Hey, so I have one legitimate question about paralysis.
Okay.
What does that mean for a deck save?
He has disadvantage on any deck saves he has to make.
Beautiful. So,
Or are you talking like the wolf? That's not paralysis,
wolf.
that's petrified, so he'll have disadvantage. Same difference.
I mean, yeah. The not move, the not being able to move thing.
Yeah.
But, so after being horribly surprised by this wolf with almost instinctual reaction, I hold out my hand, and where you would normally see fire for this spell, it's actually just a large ball of crackling lightning. And as I rip off this thing, if it'll go.
A dex saving throw. So that's gonna be a fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Bop.
Ah. So as you rip off this ball of lightning at this wolf that has been turned to wood, like you would expect from a tree, it strikes, it splits, it burns.
I love that.
But you clearly remember hearing some additional howls whenever it howled when it first came out. So
Yep.
it's not alone.
No, absolutely not. What is my movement? 30. I'm going to move myself to about here.
Okay.
That'll be the old turn.
Okie dokie, so we move to the wolfies. So one of these wolves is going to get to attack.
See if it can hit. No.
No. I say it goes to bite you and just catches cloak. So you got one more turn for now until anything else happens. And then I forgot to open up a character.
Torchlight flickers and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage. Every hit and
I say because
choose the path that we pave.
she is more than just a
Nature's might. We stand tall.
pretty face.
To fight.
Rattling
Oh, is
comes
she
with
actually
her
gonna
own-
get in on it?
Yeah, she's gonna help you guys out.
Hell yeah.
Her character sheet just looks a little weird because she's in the previous format. I hope if the damage and everything was on there like it's supposed to be.
Also, though, if she's running the old format, couldn't you technically pull up her sheet in the app?
No, because she's an NPC.
Unsteady hero. Stand to fight. Whether for good or ill, glory or gold.
Which means all of her stuff's going to look weird when she
Future
rolls.
uncertain, but vast and bold. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times, none can hide. Journey started.
I turned stuff on at disadvantage.
Dice decide who rises.
But she goes to shoot and whiffs it past this wolf trying to shoot through the trees.
Dark and forests green.
Actually, let's roll a d20 to see just how bad she whiffs.
We'll face
Oh,
things
goodness.
we've
We want anything higher than a 5.
never seen.
And that ain't it.
Steady
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and roll for damage.
Shit.
places where legends soar.
So as she goes to shoot Andor, you feel a sharp pain in your right shoulder as an arrow embeds in your back. with that nat 1, so you take 7 points of piercing damage.
That fucking hurt.
Yeah, that was not great.
I understand not wanting to let me see it, let me use your card, but this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, say that nat 1. That nat 1 did some things. But now we're going to move back to the other group. And these fighters are going to get another turn. I swear, these fighters single-handedly take down half of your party. So we're gonna start with the one messing with Xylarin. That's gonna be a miss. Love that for me. We're gonna do the one attacking Anthony.
Wow.
That's a chunky fucking hit, my boy.
So that is 8 points of piercing damage from this fight. And then I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you, my man.
Are you sure you don't have like a automatic roll high counter on or something?
It missed on Xylarin.
And I failed. Yeah.
So 6 points of poison damage.
I'm down.
So you are down but stable.
So we now have 2 people down.
Yeah, poisoned and paralyzed. That's rough. With that, Arabelle, it is your turn.
Are fish mammals?
No, fish are not mammals.
Where did that question come from?
Can a
Is water
horse love a
wet?
man? Should a horse love a man?
It was a debate here an hour and a
Seems to
half.
think so.
What you gonna do, Arabelle?
I am moving. I was looking to see what. Yeah, they heard you. Or at least I heard you.
I say you have enough movement to get in front of this wolf.
That's what I was looking at, yeah.
And your green fling blade would allow you to hit the wolf behind it too.
Torchlight flickers and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage. Every hit and every save. Choose the path that we pave. Arcane wisdom and nature's might. We stand tall, ready to fight.
I do believe that is in fact what I will do. Maybe not.
That does not hit, just barely.
That's okay. That'll be it for me.
Okay, so we move up to Xylarin, who is hoping that he's not too hungover to be able to do something here.
A sword's first swing, a cleric's light. Unsteady hero, stand to fight.
Yeah.
Whether for good,
So as he watches two of his companions go down,
the future uncertain.
he starts breathing a little heavier, and steam begins to come out of his nose as he enters a full breathe.
Little pissy boy.
And drawing the long sword off of his back is going to swing on this wolf spider, and hoping that he hits. Even at disadvantage. Love to see that.
I
Man,
would, in
it's-
fact, love to see that.
Yeah, because it's whispering roll, and I hate that. But he rolled a 14 out of 21. And damage. Ooh, because of his rage. So, thanks to the damage from Zatara, this thing had already taken some hits. And with one clean cut right down the middle, vivisects this wolf spider in half. And he turns his attention to this other one. And that'll be the end of his turn. Zatara, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. My bad. Attack.
14 will hit.
14 will hit. Cool. Can I use my non-regard?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Red.
So with that shot, right into one of its many eyes, it's still going, but it's moving a little slower now.
Right, that's it.
Okay, and both Anthony and Lucat would be next. They are both currently paralyzed on the ground. So, Garmin, it is your turn as we move back to the top of combat.
Hello. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now this- Five. My head right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and fling another thorn volley. Looks exactly the same.
At the wolfie.
At the wolf right in front of, or no, right behind the first wolf.
Okay, so you want the one in the back.
Yeah, with the one in the back. That way, if it's petrified, it can't move forward and attack.
You know, for a diseased rabbit, you're actually kind of smart.
7 damage! Haha!
Hey,
And it is both poisoned and petrified. So Andor is and Arabelle, as you guys are sitting here facing down this wolf, you see the one behind it begin to stiffen up and take on the appearance of almost like one of those shaped shrubberies.
I have a
Except-
fire spell for that.
Yeah, so you have a wolf-shaped tree chilling in front of you for a minute.
Oh yeah.
And Andor, it is your turn.
well, unfortunately, I'm not looking too great in the all HP department. So, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm going to place my right hand over my chest as it glows in a pale green color. And I am going to do this number.
Healing hands. Okay. 5 points of healing.
Yo,
You got your HP, or do you need me to adjust it?
I got it. I rolled a 5, right?
You sure?
That was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. After Madeline took a good chunk out of you.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be fine if my own team wasn't trying to kill me. But, unfortunately, that's about all I got. I'm just gonna like, brace myself for getting my ass beat here in a second.
Arcane wisdom and nature's might. We stand tall, ready to
So that's it for your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it is. This wolf is going to move up, but thanks to this petrified wolf, it cannot get through. One of these is petrified, so he will not be doing anything. And this other wolf is going to take a bite at the person who just tried to swing on him.
a sword's first fling, a cleric's light.
Let me go ahead and
Steady hero.
the d20. If it's less than 5, we get something good. Okay. So yeah, he just ends up biting dirt at your feet, Arabelle.
Nice. I stick my tongue out at him.
Future uncertain,
Okay.
but vast and
With that, we move to Madeline.
rise the fate decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls.
He's going to move up here,
Dark and forests green.
and seeing that injured wolf, she's going to take a shot.
Face things we've never
That's going to be a hit.
steady fists and a mighty roar.
So, 1d6.
Places where legends soar. Roll the
Okay, so she takes a good shot at this wolf that is starting to unpetrify, and right between the eyes, it falls over dead.
I'm glad she actually hit that shot on a target that's not my back.
I'm sorry for that. I don't have to use this bow that often.
Evidently so, my dear. It's okay.
So with that, the end of her turn, we move to the spider that's up here with Xylarin. That's going to take an attack. It's going to whiff. Love to see it. It's already taken 2 other people out, so you have time to miss the shot. It's rolled all crits so far, so it's nice to see him miss. With that, we move to Arabelle.
Okay. We've removed the petrified wolf, sadly.
Yeah.
I wanted to burn it, but that's okay.
To save others or indulge our own vice, it's our decision.
Gonna try my green flame blade again.
And you rolled a 6 again.
Yep, never mind.
So you and this wolf are just not hitting each other.
It's a struggle, yeah.
Anything else you're gonna do on your turn?
Unsteady hero, stand to fight.
Okay. So we move to Xylarin, who, still in his fit of rage, is going to swing on this spider and pray that it hits. And that is just its armor class. And aiming for the weak spot that Zatara left for it, splits this one in half. And is going to take off toward the wolf that he saw running this way. And that is it for him. Zatara, it is your turn.
I didn't mean to do all that. I don't know what happened.
So we're gonna go with the first one you did,
I'm so sorry.
which is works out well for you because that's the best shot. That does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Ooh. I'm guessing you're going for the big wolf. Zatara?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you run down here and rip off an arrow right into this thing's back, and it turns to look at you. Okay. Okay. With that,
Torchlight flickers and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage.
we move back to the top of the combat.
Choose the path that we
Garmin, you're up, Andor, you're on deck.
arcane wisdom.
Right. Big ass wolf, kind of spooky. Don't like it. So, also, can't really see the health of the big ass wolf.
It's probably swallowed by the icon.
No, I just didn't.
There we go. I was gonna say, is it an ally? Yeah, it's, no, it's not, but...
No.
Yeah, well, you know the drill. I'm gonna put some dandruff on it. See if that works.
Unsteady hero, stand to fight.
Ooh, I get to put a character sheet.
Whether
That's
for
lovely.
good or ill, glory or good. Their future uncertain, but vast and
Oh,
It still takes damage though.
roll the
yeah, it takes 3 damage.
decide. In dark times none can hide.
Yeah, say compared to the shot it just took in its back, it just kind of shakes off the little flex that you hit it with as it continues to turn towards Zatara.
Pakistan!
We'll face things we've
I'm trying to think of anything else I can do. Everybody else is down a stable. There's not really much I can do to heal them. That's it. That's all I
Especially
can
as far away as they are.
Yeah.
seek places where
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Huh. With that, Andor, you're up.
That's actually kind of sick. So, what I'm actually going to do is... I think it's about time for some close quarters, fuck 'em up kind of day. I don't like this guy. Yeah, the mace is coming out, but in a different way than you would expect. I'm actually going to use Righteous Reproach.
Okay. time power makes a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of you. If your target's undead or fiend, hit, take 1d8 radiant, and the creature has disadvantage on the first attack roll. Make it against you before the start of your next turn. Okay, so roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier to it.
That's actually a good question. What is my spell attack modifier? Plus. Wait. Plus 7? I.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard miss, my friend.
That a bitch.
This wolf is all lubed up. It's not getting touched.
Apparently. But for a bonus action, I'm actually gonna do a little thing. Just gonna kind of, as I clearly whiff this one with my main hand, in my offhand, I'm going to shoot a little. Why is this not working? What the fuck? My character sheet crashed. I apologize. There we go, sorry. But I did actually measure it out. I am exactly 60 feet, or Anthony is exactly 60 feet away from me. Boy. So, he's gonna catch a little, where to go?
Going where?
Yeah. Where's it at? Sorry, I'm having a hard time. Pop.
Okay. So
Much
Anthony, you regain 11 points of healing.
That's almost like full health, I think. Like 3 off.
So you are
still
conscious,
paralyzed,
but
though.
you are still paralyzed.
It's okay. Wait, I think the way on hand's going here, boys.
Yep, can be there on hands anyway.
You can't move. You get no actions, bonus actions, or reactions right now.
Yikes.
Now you have to watch.
Was that it for
No.
Andor?
I'm missing that. You can't hit me for shit anyway. Actually, I might not even have to do. There's no point in that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. So we're going to start with the wolf just because it doesn't have to move. So it's going to swing on Arabelle again. It hit that time.
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
Every choice sets the stage. Every hit and every save. Choose the path that
For 8 points of damage.
arcane wisdom and nature's
And I also need a strength saving throw from you.
ready to fight. To save others or indulge our own vice. It's our decision. Roll the dice.
He's a beefy little Aladrin. Okay.
Damn.
But that's it for him. This dire wolf is going to turn and make his way over to Zatara, who
Swords first swing
ripped into him just a minute ago.
unsteady hero. Stand to fight.
And that's a 16, Zatara. What's your armor class?
For good or ill, glory or gold. Their future
14.
uncertain,
Okay, so that is a hit.
and bold. Roll the dice, let
For 14 points of damage.
I'm dead.
times none can hide.
not dead.
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah, this thing got pissed off, turned around, and took a giant chomp into your shoulder and shook you a little bit. And then dropped you like a rag doll.
Okay.
This thing can whip around the half orc like that.
Can I activate my relentless endurance?
Yeah, so you go down to 1 HP instead.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and,
So,
go ahead and stabilize yourself and put yourself back at 1.
okay.
So yeah, as you guys watch Zatara get tossed around by this wolf, she hits the ground and picks herself back up. And say we got some beefy girls in this party. But that is it for the dire wolf. Madeline is going to take the dash action. And Lukachi is going to bend down and dump a potion into your mouth. For 7 points of damage. Or, no, healing. 7 points of healing for Lukat. In addition,
I
Lukat,
feel
you
confused for a
notice
second.
that as you start to come back, you notice that your limbs are moving just fine now. And the paralyzed and poisoned conditions are released from you.
Okay. I am a brand new man.
Yeah, after getting one tapped in the first round.
Well, can't really see a spider coming, can you?
I mean,
I had to
typically
be the
you
martyr
could.
to let everybody else know that they were there.
And speaking of, some other things are going to be joining. So we're going to go ahead and move this to the top layer. And these to the top layer. We're going to go ahead and move this to the top layer. As these guys come slithering out of the shrub. 4. I'm going to apologize ahead of time, Zatara, if this hits. So that is 6 points of piercing damage for you, Zatara. I'm also going to need a Constitution saving throw.
So, like, it's not saying it's okay.
Oh, actually, that's exactly what you needed to save on this, so this is going to not be as bad for you, hopefully.
Thank God.
So that's 5, so 11 total points of damage, so you go back down to 0. What we were waiting to see is if it overkilled you. Because something you guys haven't had to experience because you didn't spend much time at level 1. If you take the amount of damage equal to your current HP plus your max HP, you flat die. You don't go to death saving rolls.
Every choice sets the stage.
Which means if you hadn't saved, you would be full dead.
Choose the path that we
Not saves.
arcane wisdom and
So, thank God for that orcish constitution. But with that, Arabelle, it is your turn.
Okay. Gonna try Toll the Dead on the wolf.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw. How wise can a beast be yet?
Wiser than one would think.
Yeah. Oh,
That's a
not
fail.
wise enough though.
It has not taken any damage, so it does not take 1d12. You hit the wrong version.
It only gives me. Oh, I did it just from the spells, not from the combat side. Sorry. So from there, it only gives me the one option.
So that is
2 damage.
2 points. But
Now
hey,
it's taking damage. Next time we'll get it.
yes, hey, all these swings you guys have done on it, someone finally got some damage on it.
Fantastic.
Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
And we're going to move to Xylarin, who is going to take some swings on the Wolfie. And in addition, he's still hung over, so as he overswings, he falls prone. With his miss. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. Zatara, I need you to go ahead and do your first death saving throw, please.
What's that?
In your character sheet,
It should be up where your HP should be.
I say unless it just moved her to 0 and didn't put her into death save. So let me heal her the damage.
Yeah, it
Okay.
Oh, it's not showing up. Let me close out my window and try it again.
Yeah, so I'm moving you into death saves now. So
Okay, it did it.
now you just hit that little roll button.
Ooh,
So you have your first success.
Yeah.
skirting some lines.
So Zatara, you just shook off almost dying a second ago, and now you're actually fighting for your life. What's going through your mind as this wolf and this giant snake are looming over you?
Getting flashbacks of being a small child surrounded in the snow.
Okay. She's having trauma flashbacks over here, guys.
Trauma
To
flashbacks.
say, she's getting the creeping chill of death.
And then Anthony, you're still paralyzed. I will go ahead and give you a chance to do a Constitution saving throw to see if you can fight off the paralysis. Be a DC 15.
Come on. Oh god. No.
You did it. So yeah, with a mighty flex, you managed to get your muscles working the way they need to and pull yourself to your feet. You are able to move, but to get yourself back up from prone, it takes half your speed. So you only have 15 feet of movement. Use it wisely.
We'll face things we've never
Tara and not die. Do I still get my attack since I got up from prone or no?
Yes. So you'll still get your attacks. Keep in mind you're at disadvantage because of your
My drunk stuff. Yeah.
your exhaustion.
Yes, sir. I still got my disadvantage thing set.
So
So
a
13 on the snake.
is going to be a miss,
Rats.
which means that you fall prone as you overswing. Which means any attacks against you are now at advantage.
Oh, damn. Oh, I tried. Oh.
But with that, that comes to the end of Anthony's turn. Lucat, it is your turn. Lucat.
So I got a lot of hoops to get through. Sir.
Monkey Monk gets to do an attack roll.
Fucker. Trying to use this fucking track, man. What the fuck? All I wanted to do was zoom in. What the fuck? You know I can ping like that. So I can't really tell. I'm tired of looking at the map. Is there an enemy in front of me or not?
No, that is Madeline. The enemy is about 15 feet southeast of you.
15 seconds.
Yep. And so you have one right here. If I can ping it. And then you have one right next to Anthony.
I'm gonna bop this fucking wolf right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the big boy.
My biggest enemy trying to navigate windows with this trackpad. I'll pop him with the Q stab.
21 will hit.
Oh my god, where'd it go? There it is.
So 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
A whole fat full of blood.
And
Then I'm gonna do it again.
how are you doing it again?
It's my bonus action. I can do a secondary one off in the strike.
You get an unarmed strike.
Is it on?
Yeah, your second attack, your bonus action is unarmed. For monks, you get a bonus unarmed strike whenever you hit. So you get to punch it with your fist now.
I'm making it personal. What's that strength?
I say you have a spot in your combat for unarmed strike. You just have to roll it.
This is a struggle. That's all I can find.
It's a D20 plus 5 if it helps.
Man.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit. So the damage on that. Flip your character sheet.
Every hit and every save. Choose the path that we pave.
Come on.
Would it be a martial arts attack? Oh,
No,
okay,
martial
okay,
arts
okay.
attack is if you wanted to attack with your fist without. Yep, there you go. So another 4 damage.
Hit as much with your fist as you did with the damn quarterstaff.
Yeah, so you backed it in the face and then punched it in the nose.
I just realized I rolled my first attack wrong, by the way. I rolled damage with the attack.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled a quarter.
No, you
staff
rolled it,
once.
right?
You did right.
No, I rolled it. Was it damage? Or was it the attack?
You rolled the attack the first time, and then you rolled the damage. You rolled it right.
Yes, that's your attack. Be the next one you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Was that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
Okay, so we actually have an enemy that is going slower than you. So first, we're going to start with the snake that is next to Lucat.
I swear if this thing fucking paralyzes me too, I'm gonna fucking skin it and wear its boots when we get back up.
Does a 16 hit?
It does a 16.
No, you have an 18 armor class. Yeah, this thing bit into your boot and did not get through.
I wanna kick it to whip it off my boot and be like, you thought, huh?
And then this other one's gonna go for Xylarin and take its advantage because he is prone.
That's what I was gonna say. There's a snake in his boot.
And with Xylarin being prone, this thing still missed. My things are not rolling great tonight. Oh, hey, I forgot about this snake down here.
Look at the shitty snake.
You rolled a 3. Yeah, we move back to the top of the combat. Garmin, you're up as all these snakes are trying to bite your friends. And you got wolves trying to eat everybody.
You motherfuckers are gonna kill all my lilies. I gotta say the direwolf's gonna be the biggest issue. That's my thing.
I don't know, this wolf covered in butter is doing pretty good.
Yeah, but that direwolf.
It's got die in the name. It should do that pretty good.
It just worries me. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and I'll throw another thorn volley at the wolf in front of us here.
Okay. Another Constitution save throw.
You gonna make more wolf strawberry? Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Roll your damage. So as this thing petrifies, you hear one last little yelp come out of its throat.
Yes, it just turns into a shrubbery.
That is it. It is just shrubbery now.
That's what it fucking gets. Welcome to the Grove.
But Garmin, anything else you're gonna do on your turn?
Yeah. Or I am going to try to step in between Arabelle and the snake here. Try to grab its attention.
Okay.
Since she's so
What are you gonna
there.
do to try and grab its attention?
I'm gonna wave my spear in its face. Yeah, come on! You damn serpent, come on! Ah!
Roll me an intimidation check.
Intimidation? Really?
Intimidate the snake.
You know, say it doesn't. It pays attention to the shiny end of your spear before it gets attracted by the scent of blood in the air coming from Arabelle and turns its attention back to her.
Damn. I tried. I got a -2. Alright. I tried. I guess that'll be the end of my turn.
Andor, you're up.
Alright. So, we are going to, first and foremost, I'm gonna definitely use my bonus action for a nice healing word for a dear Cerebel.
Yeah. So Arabelle, you get 7 points of healing.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Do a little jig around here as well. And I'm going to whip another Sacred Flame into the snake.
Into the snake? What that snake ever do to you?
Nothing yet. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't. Hey,
Okay, roll your damage.
stop. Fucker, I said go. Roll it. Please?
Maybe.
Why? I'm just rolling a D8.
Okay. Are you?
Yes, I have to type it.
A sword's first swing, a cleric's light. Unsteady hero, stand
Yeah. And so your spell burns into it, and it looks a little disgruntled at you.
Damn it.
That it for your turn?
Yeah, that'll be it.
Gee, baby, we move back to the dire wolf. And it's going to take advantage of the prone fella. And by take advantage, it's going to get advantage on its attack. And it's still gonna miss.
What's that arm AC?
17. Because it's unarmored. I love that for him. I really do.
I love the fact that they have a harder time hitting the prone guys.
Right? We're gonna move to Madeline next, who's going to move up here and pulling the knife out of her necklace. Going to try and take an attack at this neck. And she is going to miss as it wiggles around her fist. I'm loving this for me. So, with that, we're just gonna go ahead and move right along. See, these turns go really fast when everybody's missing. This snake is going to take advantage of the prone person,
And miss.
so it's attacking Anthony. That's a 21.
Sure as shit enough. That is a hit.
So that's going to be 5 points of piercing damage. I'm also going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, sir. You need to beat 11. Okay. What do you look like for you?
Get on my shirt.
13.
Oh yeah.
So, After this thing fully bites into your side, you feel its fangs pierce your armor and feel its poison pump into you, burning its way through you for 13 points of poison damage. You are out cold again.
Nice. Am I stabilized or no?
No, you are not stabilized. So you will be making death saving throws.
Boyo.
And keep in mind, he made a promise that you weren't going to go off and die before you left, so... But, Arabelle, it's your turn.
Alright. Try.
Did you roll a 12? Oh, so there it goes. An 18 to hit, that'll hit. Roll your weapon damage. So what's it look like as you are swinging the spell at the snake?
Okay, so I want to send in chat for reference because I'm an overachiever and I like finding pretty photos, or creating pretty photos in this case. This is what my quarterstaff looks like. So as I swing my quarterstaff, those of you next to me can kind of probably tell that it looks slightly like it's vibrating, with like a green energy that causes the flowers and vines to glow slightly, and the lantern to, of course, get brighter and rattle. As it smacks the snake, a surge of emerald green fire erupts from the head of the staff, which kind of illuminates the thorns and the leaves on it. The flame itself isn't like a harsh, destructive blaze, but it's more of like a dancing, ethereal glow that seems to crackle with like the freshness of like a nice hot summer breeze.
Okay, and then combined with that, you guys also get the enjoyable aroma of cooked meat as she barbecues the snake.
Tasty.
Fantastic. And then since he's out of the way, gonna move.
Their future uncertain, but vast and bold. Roll the dice like they decide. In dark times none can hide. Journey start, adventure call.
Yeah, that's right.
Decide who rises and falls.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. With that, Xylarin is going to pick himself back up. He's going to attempt to hit this wolf again. Nope. And right back to the ground he goes. And with that, if he doesn't take some damage this turn, he's not going to be raging anymore. So, that's that. with that, Zatara, I need another death saving throw from you, please.
15.
Hey! Love that for you.
Hey.
That's 2 saves.
Yay!
After
And-
3, it just stabilizes you, right?
Yep. If 3 saves to stabilize, 3 fails will die. Anthony, I need a death save from you, please. It should be the 12. You're still rolling at disadvantage. You need to turn your stuff back to automatic for your death save.
I thought I would have done it automatically as well.
No, sir. Not if you have your entire thing set for disadvantage. It rolls all your stuff as. So let me uncheck that, and I'll move it back to a success, so you don't have to do it this time. Lucat, it is your turn.
We stand tall, ready to fight, to save others.
Okay, he's working on it. 1 second.
Okay.
Roll the dice.
So I'm once again asking to beat on this wolf.
I mean, you don't have to ask. You just gotta roll.
Swing the cleric's light.
Also, you know you can swing your quarterstaff with 2 hands, right?
Hero, stand
Yeah.
to fight.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you know that.
Whether for good or ill, glory or
18 will hit.
the future uncertain.
For a new
So-
day.
Past
9 points of damage.
roll the
And now you get to try and punch it.
I'm gonna punch it right in the side.
18 will hit.
For 4. It's more of a tickle, but
Say it's looking pissed off, and it's looking pretty fucked up.
I'll spin my quarterstaff real fancy in his face, trying to bait it to him.
Roll me an intimidation check.
mighty roll. We seek places where legends soar. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times, none can hide. Journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls. Across fields
It seems to kind of be looking back and forth between you and Xylarin right now, trying to decide if it's more scared of you or if it wants an easy meal.
This one got bones in it.
But with the end of your turn, we got some snaky snakes. Let's do some rolls. Snack, snack. So we're gonna start with Lucat.
journey start, adventure calls. The dice decide who rises and falls.
Christ.
Torchlight flickers and fires rage. Every choice sets the stage.
So that's 4 points of piercing damage. I also need a Constitution saving throw from you, Lucat. As this thing goes to bite again, and this time manages to pierce the leather of your boot.
Arcane wisdom and nature's might. We
Is it a
stand
Constitution?
Yep. You need to beat a 10.
to fight,
Well, I ain't doing that.
to save
Ah,
So-
well, nighttime again, boys.
Let's hope for some low rolls.
Yeah, I don't think it'll matter.
3.
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
3 points of poison damage. This thing pumps a load of poison up right through your boot. Now we're gonna go for Xylarin. It's going to get advantage.
swing the cleric's
Oh, that one hit.
Hey, at least he's rated.
Oh yeah! So he only takes one of these points of damage, and now he'll get to continue raging.
Exactly.
And he has to do a Constitution saving throw. Which he... yeah. That's the thing that happened.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's 1 point of piercing damage. He's still holding on, but he ain't feeling great.
My man's got an HP and a dream.
One singular HP. And then this last one's gonna go for Arabelle. And that's gonna be a miss. So with that, we move back to the top of the combat. Garmin, it is your turn, sir.
Hello, I am Garmin.
Not today, you're not.
I'm Garmin and Garmin, same thing. There's so much fucking going on. It's a little ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit the direwolf one more time because that thing is a piece of shit.
Okay.
Thorn Valley.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage. Okay. So, I'm not even gonna bother rolling its save because even if it does half.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this, Garmin?
I'm gonna flick a few thorns in its direction, and as it hits, it's going to embed into its face, making it rear up and roar. You know, very upset as it starts thrashing as its head turns into shrubbery, and it slowly suffocates and dies as it just kind of thrashes there on the ground.
Okay.
It's a little vicious, but you know, it's done.
Okay. Garmin came to play with that wolf.
He did.
It keeps doing damage, motherfucker.
Anything else you're doing on your turn?
There's nothing else I can really do. Lucat's still down, right?
Yeah, Lucat, Zatara, and Anthony are all three down right now. And Xylarin is not too far from it.
My issue is how the fuck? I'm not going to be able to cast the help action because that's a main action, number one. Number two, am I allowed to get them up even though they're poisoned?
They are not poisoned.
Anymore?
I say the poison that they get from the snakes. Let me double check. I say they do not get poisoned from the snakes. They just get poison damage.
Well,
And I went to die. I just have to get one more.
Yeah, but all it takes is a nat 1 to even out that playing card.
I don't know. There's nothing else I can do.
They've all got some time before things get serious for them.
I'm gonna move a little closer in preparation to get rid of the snakes and then hop in to see if I can heal somebody with my medicine kit.
Okay.
Other than that, that's all I can do.
Okay. Andor, it is your turn.
Yeah. I actually just found out today, exploring my character, that I do have
You in fact have what?
dark vision.
Yeah, because you're not human.
Also fair.
But I mean, you also don't know that yet.
Yeah. But, anywho, Since we're throwing cantrips around here, I think it's time for another sacred flame onto the snake that's between Xylarn and Erebel.
Okay, so it needs a dexterity saving throw.
Yup. Negative.
Roll your damage.
Let's hope. Roll for me, dear. Please. Roll for me. Nope. This worked so well for me last time, but
Done. There's more than one way to skin these snakes. Just like that right there. As this
I
one
know.
joins the barbecue.
Don't.
Yes, I can't
No.
imagine your spell slots are looking too great right now.
What spell slots? I'm gonna position myself Retcher and the altar.
Okie dokie. And with the dire wolf now gone, Madeline gets to take her turn. And she's going to try and stab the snake again. Love that for her.
Oh, look at that! She did something.
So as this snake is unlatching itself from Lucat, she takes her knife, pins it in the head, and skins it on the spot. That snake's gone. That is the end of her turn. This snake has done what it can up here and is going to move down as it sees a shiny new toy. I don't know why it rolled with advantage, but that 18 I have a feeling is going to be a hit.
Yeah, it's a little more than 15.
Well, that's the 8. The 18 is what we're going with, not the 25.
Either way, that's still a little bit more than 15.
So let's go ahead and roll that first abound damage. I'm also going to need a Constitution saving throw from you, sir.
Does it matter?
Yes, it does. Because if its poison does more than 10 points of damage, you full die.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
As this thing latches onto your neck,
Have fun, guys.
you
Wait,
feel.
he said more than 10.
Yeah, say it has to equal 18 points of damage or more.
Aw,
Wait,
dang.
I
You
was gonna say
have
that.
8 plus 10. You have 8 points of health right now, so it needs to do 18 to overkill you.
Oh, okay, so I'm not. I was
So
worried
you're
for a
full dead.
second.
Well, no, you're
What?
full dead. You have 8 right now, which means it needs to deal 18 to full kill you. It did 10 plus 8, 18. It did exactly what it needed to full kill you.
Yeah, have fun, boys.
So as this thing latches into your neck, you feel your body start to go cold. What's going through your mind as everything starts to fade around you?
Well, to be honest, there's not a lot except for straight shock that I just got pricked by a snake, and that's gonna be the end of Andor. Like, I'm gonna haunt that snake in its dreams.
Save that was some very inopportune rolls right there.
You know, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not taking this I'm not taking this lightly. Second word out of here.
As of right now, you don't know he's dead. You just think that he's knocked out.
No, above table. I'm taking his bitch ass back to town, and his elder better be able to get him back.
Keep her off
Yeah,
the
that's
wine,
what
and we
I
might.
So with that, the end of the snake turn. Arabelle, it is your turn. You still have a snake, correct?
Alright.
See, normally it does. I don't know why it's being used. Yeah. There we go. I'm saying it rolled it. So that first one, who are you attacking with that firebolt?
The snake next to me, because I don't know that Andor's dead.
So with firebolt, it is a long-range spell. If you are attacking something in close-range combat, you attack with disadvantage.
Oh, then the green one. I didn't know that.
It's like, because that's what I was explaining to you earlier before you did Green Flame Blade. Is that if you are
Gotcha,
attacking
that
something in
one's
melee
also-
range. So yeah, this would be a miss with that 9.
Gotcha. That's dumb. Okay. Good to know.
Do you think you're gonna try and do before your turn ends?
I'm gonna action. You know what? Since that's a cantrip, I can still do like a regular spell, right?
As long as it's a bonus action to cast.
Whether for good or ill, glory or gold, their future uncertain, but vast and bold.
And I'm gonna do that on the green one.
Roll the dice, let fate decide.
Okay. So you're putting a hex on it. So
Yeah.
place curse on a creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 necrotic whenever you hit it with an attack roll.
Yep.
Also choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with that chosen ability. So like strength, dexterity, con. You get to pick one that it is that it will have disadvantage on checks for.
Wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay, so Xylaren's going to pick himself up. The almost half of the party down, and is going to move in here and pray for a hit. Okay, everyone, cross your fingers.
Dead people don't move, so I can't.
I'm not liking that. Oh well, you're dead, so he doesn't. I don't have to worry about that. So he nat one, so he is back on the ground. He's going to have to swear an oath of sobriety after this because things are not looking great. Zatara, go ahead and give me another death saving throw, please. Anthony and Lucat, if you want to go ahead and roll yours too.
Almost failed.
Okay. Okay, Anthony, it's your second success. What's going through your mind as you are choking to fight back this poison that has been pumped into your body?
Last week's decisions of over drinking. I need to be of more use in this fight, but I could barely keep myself on my feet. Don't think I'll be drinking no more.
Say, and Lucat, as you are kind of struggling to catch your breath, what's going through your mind?
I won't die like a coward, like Andor.
Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times, none can hide. Journey starts.
With that, we're going to go back to the snake
Dice decide who rises and falls.
and it is going to try and go for
Forest green,
Arabelle again.
we'll face things we've never
And I'm pretty sure an 8's going to miss again.
with steady
Yeah,
You got some sturdy boots, my friend.
I'm glad.
we seek
And with that garment, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm done. Well, can't really do much except what I've been doing. That's all I can fucking do. It's just since I've just seen somebody else go down. Go ahead, thorn volley the snake in front of us here.
The small one or the big one?
Small one, I'm gonna have to.
Okay. So, con save.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Save.
Which is still more than its maximum health.
Hey.
So you manage to smack this itty bitty target with a thorn. You're just creating all kinds of shrubbery around here.
I've turned into like a patch of grass. That's
Can you turn my corpse into a shrub so at least I'll be remembered?
You motherfucker, you're not dead. I refuse.
I am dead. What do you mean?
You're not dead. I refuse. I'm gonna head over here so I can prepare to try to get the bigger one taken care of. And, yeah. Do I happen to see a dead body on the floor right about here?
I mean, he's a little further up, but roll a medicine check.
I'd love to if it would stop this from going.
So you can clearly tell that he is not breathing, and from your time out in the woods, you can tell that it's from something venomous.
It's the poison. Great. Okay, I'm going to exclaim at the fact that he is down and out and not breathing because of the venom. And I'm going to panic. I'm also, although you made me do a check, so I can't do another check. Can I use my bonus
What do
action?
you want him to do?
Can I use my bonus action to do another check?
What are you wanting to do?
I would like to see if the smaller snake and the bigger snake look similar. If they look like they're part of the same species.
Roll a nature check. And you get advantage on
Thank God for that.
that. Based on the coloring, because you have one dead at your feet right now, and this one's relatively large size, they seem to have similar markings and coloring. The larger one appears to be a little paler, but that may just be because of its age. But it has similar markings that makes you think that they may be somehow related.
Is there any way that I can extract the venom from the one at my feet and make an anti-venom?
We will see it if you guys survive the combat.
Because technically it shouldn't kill him instantly if it's a poison or a venom. He might just be technically dead. Nearly dead. You know, you just gotta put a bit of air in his lungs with some billows. And then push on the diaphragm and he'll say what's keeping him here. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely what's gonna happen. But
And my turn.
as your turn ends, Madeline overhears what you say. If he's truly dead, we can get him back to the church. They should be able to help him there. And she's going to take a shot at this snake. She's going to miss. And that's going to be it for her turn. Actually, no, it's not. She is going to bend down over Lucat. And yet again, get 6 points of healing. Lucat is
Dust myself
alive.
off. And say muchas gracias. You saved me from being a bitch.
Say
Argue otherwise.
you're getting used to the taste of healing potions, though, aren't you?
They are a bit intoxicating, I do have to admit.
Can you go ahead and add 6 points of health back to yourself? Because it's not letting me.
I did, oh god. I said I did, then it said, I died again. So I guess that healing potion is really a hurting potion.
So stop messing with your stuff for a second. I'll see if it lets me. Stop.
Got it.
Okay. With that, it is this snake's turn again. And it's going to turn on Xylarin, who is currently prone next to him. That's gonna be a hit. And here we go. Now we play the game to see if he's making saves or if he's in the grave. 6 taken half. Okay, so he is not fully dead. He is making saves as this thing clamps down into his chest and he is unconscious. So now, literally 3 of you are standing with Madeline behind you. And as it ends its turn, Arabelle, it's your turn.
Alright. So,
Keep in mind he's hexed, so if you melee hit him, you get to extra damage.
come up here. And gonna try my
That'll be a hit.
fantastic.
Roll your damage. And then also roll your extra d6. You may also have a thing that says hex damage in your combat. I don't know. But
It's in my thing, my effects, but I wasn't sure how that would work.
you fight into this thing pretty good and it's turning its attention to you now.
Fantastic. That is all I can do. Let me double check. Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. And that moves us to Xylarin. And he saves. Zatara, go ahead and do us one more death save here. Anthony, if you want to go ahead and roll yours too. That is the third save for both of you, right?
Yeah.
So
Which means you both are now stable.
it says restore 1 HP. Yeah, stable.
Yeah, you are stable. You don't move to 1 HP, you stay at 0. But you're just stable, just means that you're not dead.
Okay.
Well, yeah, say now you don't have to make death saves anymore. With that, Lucat, it is your turn.
It's in my mind. Was it left? This a snake?
Yep.
I'm about to stomp the dog shit out of this thing.
Okay.
I want to do nothing but unarmed attack so I can fist pummel this thing to death.
Okay.
Two net ones directly in a row.
He bites me twice. R.I.P. joining you, homie. I'll whip out the spear and I'll scream at him, nick a bob out of your ass. Oh, but it's a 12. Fuck, I'm talking about shit too soon.
Yep, that is a miss.
Time to make a person. Damn.
That's a miss too.
Damn. Damn. I was gonna act like that didn't happen. That was a little warm-up jab. You better be ready to dodge it next time.
Okay. That end of your turn?
Let's see.
Garmin, you're up.
This thing's pissed me off. Looks like it's all. I can't tell if that's. No, it's it.
Yeah, it doesn't have much left.
Okay. Step in because I don't want to turn this thing into a shrubbery.
Oh, he's gonna make it personal.
Well, I don't want to turn it into a shrub. No, that didn't do anything.
Nope, you sure didn't.
Alright, I tried.
Does this thing have a resistance to being kebabbed or something?
I mean, it coils around a lot. It makes sense. I'm gonna end my turn.
Yeah, so we move to Madeline. Who, with her arrows, is not going to be doing anything. So we move to the snake now. Let's roll a dice. So a 1 is Lucat, a 2 is Arabelle. If it rolls. Ah. The dice is spoken. Let's see if it can hit.
And it can do 18, so I'm sure it can do 19.
Yeah, and it missed.
You buttery boy, call me Shrimp Scampi.
Yes, that's the person who got downed by the snake who bit into his boot.
Look,
At least it
he's a
didn't
thin
kill him.
boot. I've been wearing him for a long time. I pretty much got a hole in a toe.
But with that, Arabelle, it's your turn.
Fantastic. It's still hexed, right?
Yep. Stays
I'm
hexed for
using-
10 turns.
Toll the Dead.
Wisdom saving throw. Say it has no
At
wisdom.
disadvantage.
That's for ability check, not save.
Oh, dang.
It still failed. Roll your d12.
Fantastic.
To give you some insight, anything higher than a 1, and you're gonna get asked a question. Oh, because you get to do your d6 too. Hey, Arabelle, how do you want to do this?
So I'm actually super excited for this. So as a Spring Eladrin, right, I am very naturally tied to like life and growth, right? So for me to be casting a necrotic spell, it is essentially signifying that even in the most like verdant of spring, death eventually comes for us all. So, as I cast this spell, you see this snake kind of light up like a bright, brilliant green, and you hear, unlike the usual chilling, echoing clang of like the graveyard bell that's normally associated with Toll the Dead, it echoes as a mournful, drawn-out chime that seems to resonate from deep within the earth itself. And as it hits the snake, the vibrant colors of the world seem to dull in the area around it. Flowers shrivel, healthy leaves on nearby plants curl and turn brown. The grass turns instantly yellow and dies, like everything. It's a swift, sorrowful draining of life.
Okay. And with that, the snake is dead, and you all are officially out of combat. Those of you who are down but not dead, you get to move back to 1 HP.
As I get up off the fucking ground, finally.
Yes, so Anthony, you spent a lot of time on the ground today.
Oh, yeah. Probably not gonna be drinking for the rest of this campaign.
Better fucking not.
Alright.
It was a doozy.
I'll get the cart if you guys can start picking him up. I'll try and get us back to town as quick as possible.
Alright. I'm gonna try to help move our poor buddy Tango.
I'll help as well.
So you all managed to load him into the cart. I'm not going to make you roll for it because there's no more damage that you can do to him at this point.
Yay.
You can feel the lack of breath moving through him as you guys pick him up off the ground.
You son of a bitch, you better not be dead.
Wow.
I know he's dead. I know he's dead, and I know that my character knows he's dead. But I'm telling him this as my character. You son of a bitch, you better not be dead. Since he's in the cart, I'm gonna go pick up the giant ass snake,
Okay.
and I am going to put it in the cart along with us.
Ooh, and the wolves. We could probably sell their furs.
We can skin the wolves, yeah. Skin
Well,
the
we'll take
wolves,
them all
get some
back to
meat.
town.
Nah, I'm wearing that shit. Like, that's strip.
So, one of you add the dire wolf, the 2 or 3 wolf. Actually, no, only 2 because one of them got turned into a tree.
So I'll take one, and Luke will take one.
And then you also have the 2 wolf spiders and the 4 small snakes.
Ooh.
The wolf spiders for. No, I'll take the 4 small snakes because I'm tiny.
Yeah. And Arabelle, you actually have something that you can store them in.
Do I?
A bag
If you
of
look in
holding.
you have a bag of holding in your inventory.
Oh. Can I
But
put
how would
everything?
Yeah, so you can probably fit all of them in there.
Oh, like the snakes and the spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that then.
It's gonna take some working, but
Get them all in there then, and we can dissect them and do what we need to do back at town once everybody's safe and healed up.
did you guys want to get the wood and throw it in here so that you guys get your payment for that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
might as well.
Okay. And you guys already loaded up your coals, and you rudely kicked my cart into the mine.
You
But with
rudely
that,
cleared into mine.
we'll move you guys back to the map. I'm assuming you guys aren't looking for anything crazy.
Not
keeping a
unless
lookout.
there's any shrines or destroyed, like, temple type looking thingies out there while we're walking back.
I mean, you guys are riding in a cart, but
Well, carting back.
you all probably take you about 3 hours. She's going as fast as she can with the ride and dealing with the fact that it's loaded down extra with the lumber and the coal. You guys managed to make it back to town. And she is going to, if you want her to, she can take you straight to the temple. Otherwise, you guys can carry him across town.
Straight to the temple.
So, I may cast. Get them onto the map. Where are you? Drag all of you on here. We'll drag Andor's body on here first. Only one of you managed to not take any damage in that fight. You go.
I kept staying in the back line. I kind of have to.
And then where is go? And we're going to move you all to the temple.
Immediately, I'm calling out for
Elowen.
Elowen.
So as you enter, you see Elowen currently kneeling down at the altar in prayer.
Elowen! Elowen, please! I'm hoping
She is
we're
kind of
dragging him in.
She just kind of looks up and over her shoulder. What is all of this about? It's getting dark out.
We have a man down.
Well, I'm saying she's not fully gotten the grasp of the situation. The person who normally handles all of our healing services is currently out right now. Can it wait until he comes back? We have lodging.
Say Andor has fallen in battle.
We need help, Elowen, please.
As you mention Andor's name, she hurries to her feet and comes towards you. What do you mean he fell in battle?
He went down, he got bit, and he's not breathing.
Say he got bit by a snake, and it seems we thought he fell unconscious, but he's not breathing.
How long's it been?
3 hours.
So,
Lay him down on one of the pews over here, and I will see what I can do. And she is going to move back towards her.
I guess I could try to do a help with a lay on hands type deal, because it does cure poison.
I think that's the least of my worries at the moment, though. Poison's not much of an issue. But
I mean, it
I
depends on
suppose.
how specifically you resurrected. Because if you still got the poison in your veins, scientifically,
Well, with resurrection magic, they typically will heal whatever
Ailments.
ailments you are suffering from. I'm going to assume none of you are carrying a diamond with you.
unfortunately, I do not think so.
Okay, so Andor's going to owe me for this. And based on the look of all of you, you probably don't have 500 gold on you. He's really going to owe me for this? And she cracks her back with a sickening pop and pulls a ring off of her finger I really enjoyed this ring. You better be worth it. And she is going to rip off. Okay, I doubt it's going to let me put it in the chat. 'Cause this is
Whether for good or ill, glory or gold, their future
She's going to cast the Raise Dead spell. Let me see if it'll let me cast it from her character.
decide. In dark times, none can hide. Journey start, adventure call.
Come on. So faster, please. Thank you, thank you.
Through dungeons dark and forests green, we'll face
Also, by the way, I like the fact that the grid is blue.
Makes it a little easier to see.
and a mighty road.
Didn't know there was an option.
We seek places where legends soar.
They're going to the chat. So yeah, this is a 5th level spell. So, with a touch, you revive a dead creature if it's been dead no longer than 10 days and it wasn't undead when it died. Creature returns to life with 1 hit point. Spell also neutralizes any poisons that affected the creature at the time of death. The spell closes all mortal wounds, but it doesn't restore missing body parts. Luckily, you're not missing any. If the creature is lacking body parts or organs integral for its survival, such as its head for instance, the spell will automatically fade. So, if he would have been beheaded, we would have had a problem. But Garmin, with your awareness of healing magic, you can see that this spell, even with as much of a big talk as she was giving, is taking a toll on her as she's casting it.
As long as Endor gets up, I don't care.
Andor, what is your character experiencing in his undeath right now? Like in his death? Like, what's that like for Andor?
What, like being dead?
Yeah,
What are you
you're
saying?
well-
what's it like?
Well, yeah, I know. In fact, actually, while all this has been going on, I've been having a nice chat with our Lord and Savior Proseer. As I've been here dead, just mainly asking why and how do I fix it? How do I get back? Trying to get answers that I know that he's not going to give me.
So, in a temple, kind of similar to the one that your mortal body is currently lying in, you stand before a person. You can't really tell their gender based on the darkness that surrounds them that is wreathed in storm clouds. You are trying, to say the least.
That is all I can do is try, and try again. And unfortunately, it seems that snake did not care how much I tried.
No. And we both know that snakes and these wild creatures are the least of your problems when it all comes down to it.
Yeah. I would have much rather have been a snake than the alternative. Trust me.
You know that they're never going to stop looking for you.
I know. hopefully now that won't be much of an issue.
And as you're talking, you feel or hear the faint buzz that you know, it almost feels like static electricity. It seems like someone's not done with you.
Seems like they might have been able to pull me back from the brink of death after all. I wonder how they did that.
Hopefully with this, you learn your lesson a little bit about being too proud, and hopefully your pride doesn't take these new friends of yours down with you.
Here's hoping. Hopefully I can guide them to your will, in a sense.
Before you can hear a response, you hear a loud clap of thunder and feel yourself falling. And as the wave of vertigo from the fall catches up with you, you pop awake, laying on one of the pews in the church.
And, you know, this is all kinds of disorienting, but so disorienting in the fact that I might have forgotten Common for a second and started addressing everybody in Celestial. Basically trying to figure out what the hell happened and how did I get here.
You feel the shaky hand of Elowen on your chest before she
Celestial.
falls backwards. So Arabelle, you understand him whenever he starts talking like this. So you hear him start asking like what's going on in Celestial. Those of you who don't know Celestial, you just hear a bunch of like high-pitched noises.
I too know Celestial.
Do you really?
Common, Celestial, and Infernal.
Yeah, so
Fancy.
yeah, you understand what he's saying too.
Wait, I
And anyone else know Celestial?
Lucat is checking.
Man, if the drunken monk knows Celestial, I'm just not doing it right.
Yeah, he does. He knows Common and Celestial. So half of your party understands you're freaking out, and they are very clearly aware that you're not talking in Common. Hey, old lady,
Speaking the word of the gods.
I think you brought him back a little broken. As Zylarn's sitting there, like, rubbing his finger into his ear, trying to get the noise out.
I look over at him and say, no, he's just speaking Celestial.
Andor, you're right.
Alright, and I'll start off in Celestial with this thought, and then slowly realize that I'm still doing it and try and switch back to Common. Essentially being like, oh, am I not speaking Common? Can you not understand me?
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and tell him, brother, you've gained sight.
I'm not sure what that means.
You are the Star Boy.
Well, it's me.
Well, I was actually born of storms, but that's irrelevant. So you said that she's really frail and not great. Like, what exactly is going on with her?
Who? Elowen?
Yeah, Elowen.
So you notice that she's kind of shaky, like she's had her hand on your chest, and you realize that she's the one who did this, as she kind of collapses to the ground.
Gonna try with all I can to get down and like lift her head up so she's not laying on the ground. What did you do? Are you okay?
That was a little more than I'd hoped for today.
Me too, actually. Can I get you
You owe-
anything?
Yeah, you owe me 500 gold and a new ring.
Drops her fucking head. Just, oh.
And a diamond.
Well, that's
No,
right.
that's
She
the
doesn't have
500.
a ring anymore.
Hmm.
She used the diamond off of her ring.
Yeah, I gotcha.
The 500
Well,
is an extra debt she's given him.
It's gonna take some time, but I'll repay you as much as I can, as often as I can.
Well, to be fair, you didn't ask for this service. Your friends did. So, they can share in your debt.
If they feel so inclined.
And she kind of looks over at Xylarin. I'll let your brother know to send all of your guys' payments to me for the time being. And she picks herself up lightly and walks back across the room. Also, you should all probably get some rest. You kind of look like shit.
You're telling me.
Trust me, it's more than just a look. It's quite the feeling, actually.
But with that, you all are back in town. You're no longer in combat. Like, what is your game plan? You guys are back in town.
We need to deliver our goods.
Yeah, I was gonna say turn in the coal we went and got Barrett to catch some Z's.
After you do that, I have a prayer to conduct.
Yeah, after telling the party it was a good adventure, I hope we can do it again sometime.
Hopefully not quite exactly like that one, please.
Yeah, not different outcome, but adventure.
Yeah, Anthony, you almost died.
Yeah, that's why I'm
I
honestly-
did die.
Anthony, the captain, would not have been happy with that.
Whoosh. Intoxication poisoning is a dirty devil.
But I'm going home. I've not been in my bed for a couple of nights. With that, Xylarin kind of takes off. I'll have Madeline drop everything off at the guild, so you guys don't have to worry about it.
Cool. Food and sleep sounds good to me too.
Alright. As I thank Madeline for her help as well and the dropping off of the goods as I make my way to the barracks as well.
But anyone else is wanting to do, and/or you said you're going off to do your prayers.
Yeah, and probably bed.
Okay. Zatara, Arabelle, Lucat, Garmin.
Some bedtime sounds amazing, but at the same time, I really don't want to stay inside, but if I need to, I will.
I need to rest. I have no health.
I want to read the books that I got, the moon one and the other two. Not the history book, the art book, but the other one.
Okay, like the magic book and stuff that you got?
Yeah.
Okay, heard. Okay.
Anything you're wanting to do before bed? Also, did I mention food? Sounds like
I will say after almost meeting the Reaper himself a few times, your boy could probably crash.
Okay. So, Garmin, where are you holing up for the night?
If I can, I guess I'll go sleep in the barracks.
You can stay here.
And yeah, the temple works too.
So, with your recent invite to stay at the temple, I'll have you stay there with me and Dora. So, Anthony, you drop everyone off at the inn before you make your way back to the barracks. Anything you want to say and or do before you take off to the barracks?
You see me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I already said. I asked, told the party that we were with that it was a good party, even though we got beat up a bit, and I hope we can do it again with better outcomes. And then I thank Madeline for coming along with us and being a huge help in the support of her wagon. And then I said I hope to see her again. And then I went off to the barracks because I am still not feeling well.
Okay. So, as you get back to the barracks, you are met with a disapproving glance of Alistair, who's waiting for you at the entrance. So, did you get up to anything exciting today?
Oh, sir, I wanted to try to help some of the new passing people through the city. And fate was not on my side. I think me and Zylarn may have overdone it last night, and I think I'm going to withstand from any further drinking in the future.
Huh. Would have thought that would have been a good idea when you took your oath to be a knight, but if that's what it took,
Yeah,
at least you haven't got anyone pregnant yet.
Not yet, sir.
Keyword
Not yet.
yeah.
But you look like shit. Your armor is not in the greatest shape, so I'll let the blacksmith know about that, and we'll get that taken care of.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But if you keep up like this, you may not be part of the Knights for much longer.
I'll take a salute and say, I'll do better, sir.
I'll take it under advisement. I'll let you know my decision in the morning.
Oh dear.
And he walks away.
I teardrop as I'm making my way to the barracks.
At the inn, as you all arrive inside, Brogan has, it seems like he has some roast that he is serving to the few patrons that are here. In one corner, you can see a stout dwarven woman who seems to be sitting on the table reading a book while she's absently picking at the stew. And then you just have a couple rough looking guys who one of them, Lucat, you'll remember, have knocked you'll have remembered knocking out the previous day.
I'm just gonna smirk and see if he ever points it out.
So as he sees you walk in, he just quickly makes eye contact and then puts all of his attention back to his food. Well, you three have been gone for a while. Were you looking for some food? Or, I guess a couple of you look like you're about ready to keel over.
One of us did.
I've got some roast and some potatoes that just got out. You're welcome to it. Otherwise, you're welcome to just go up to your rooms and do what you do.
Do what I do, I meant.
Okay, so Lucat's going off to his room. Katara, Arabelle.
I'm gonna get something to eat and something non-alcoholic to drink. And then I'll go to my room to do my reading.
I will do the same, but I am not going to read. I'm going to do a stuff my face and then go to sleep.
So the two of you tuck back some food, and Zatara, you quickly head off to bed. Arabelle, you head off to start your reading. Go ahead and roll me. I'll say, which book are you reading tonight? So pick one.
The magic one in search of any new spells.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check as you're reading through it. Is that correct? That's a 12. Okay. So, reading through the book makes your head hurt a little bit, so you're not going to be doing a whole lot of reading tonight. But, let me take a look here. You are going to learn a quick spell. And I will drop it into your character. As you're reading through the book, the section that you're reading through goes over like basic self-care and travel and the usefulness of making sure you get a good night's rest, which requires that you keep your tent in good repair. And it goes over the details of the mending cantrip.
Woo!
Which you now have added to your cantrip. Then Lucat, Zatara, were you both just heading straight to bed?
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Okay.
Yeah, start from
Okay. So, back at the temple, Andor and Garmin, what are you guys getting into?
After I'm done with my admittedly very late prayer this time, I hope he doesn't fucking kill me for it, but after all that's said and done, I'm going to try and try and work out as much accommodation as I can for Garmin for somewhere to sleep. There's not a lot of space in here, but do with what we can.
Bro, our pew is good. Like, like genuinely, whatever works.
Negative.
I will sleep
Negative.
on the floor if I need to.
You are a guest of this temple, and you helped keep everybody else alive when I couldn't. I owe you at least this much.
As Garmin is making these comments about sleeping on the floor and sleeping in the pews, you hear the light tapping of Elowen walking down one of the aisles. Did I hear someone talking about sleeping in the pews of my temple?
I meant no disrespect, madam.
We have spare rooms in the cloisters. There's a room right next to Andor's. You can just take it while you're in town.
Are you sure? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, makes it easier if I give him some peace of mind that you're not going to keel over from this curse if you're closer at hand, and as worried as you seem to be that he died, maybe being nearby while he's resting tonight will give you some peace of mind, and Lord knows I could use the quiet. You two can entertain each other and I don't have to keep this conversation going. And she walks away rubbing her temples.
Well, she does. I'm gonna look back at Andor and just sheepishly grin. Sorry about that.
She's a handful, but as you can tell, she's fairly effective at what she does.
She likes to drink. It reminds me of my mother. Not the best of people, mind you, but still a wonderful person.
Honestly, it seemed, based on the time that I've known her, I'm almost convinced that it fuels her magic.
It wouldn't surprise me.
That's why I haven't said anything, just in case if she's drinking, she stops being, high priestess material. We can't have that.
I didn't think much of her when I first met her, I'll be honest, because she was hitting the drink heavy and treated my little backstory like it was nothing, but she did pull her weight and she did show that yes, she has the power to be in a position.
I know her a lot. She's saved my ass numerous times. Not quite this heavy though, but
Hefty price, but if it needs to be paid,
yeah. So unfortunately, for a little while, I won't be making any money off these jobs. She will though.
You're not going to have to give her every cent. You still have to live. But I will help you pay back as much as I can as well.
You don't have to do that. Your repayment will be getting over this curse, or at least making it a little bit more manageable,
The curse isn't what you see upon my flesh. It's different.
What do you mean? Rabies? I hope not.
About that chomp. No. Congratulations, you're a zombie now. No.
Technically, I'm already a zombie, though.
I mean, you're not wrong. Anyway, what you see upon me is, don't get me wrong, uncomfortable, but it has helped me survive what the solution was, or whatever it was.
Oh, the bark is the counteractive measure?
if you notice, I happen to have a bit of druidic magic going on. And it saved me from whatever the hell happened to the rest of them.
Druidic curse is crazy. He's addicted to picking up things.
And Andrew's gonna pull a small journal from his pack, whip it open, and start jotting notes about the bark skin rabbit.
The bark skin rabbit. Bruh.
And that's exactly what he's going to. The bark skinned rabbit.
I mean, kind of a cool name, I guess. But now I'm gonna go ahead and tell him the whole shtick that I told Ella whenever I first got there. That way I don't have to say it all again. Which he should know it if he was paying attention last session.
I was paying attention.
I know.
Thank you.
But with that, you all managed to complete a long rest. Those of you suffering from any additional ailments, such as exhaustion, you no longer have those. And/or due to the resurrection that you went through, all of your rolls and everything are going to, until you finish your next long rest, have a -3 penalty. Anything you roll a d20 on.
-3?
Yep. It starts at a -4, and each long rest you complete will knock it down until you get back to 0. All of your saves, all of your checks, all of your attack rolls will be -3.
Gotcha, I will definitely jot that down, but I need some help remembering that at times.
I have it written down. In my initiative tracker, I have a column for any status that you guys are suffering.
Weird. What page is it on? That one.
A sword's first swing, a cleric's light.
But with your guys'
Stand to fight, whether for good or ill, glory or gold. Their future uncertain, but vast and bold. Roll the dice, let fate decide. In dark times, none
So hopefully those of you who have exhaustion when you hit your long rest button, also click it to tell it take off your exhaustion.
dungeons dark and forests green.
But hey, that means you guys get to start rolling flat. Hopefully, you don't do anything stupid and end up with 1.
Yay!
But with the end of your guys' first adventure and your first night over, that is where we'll call it a night.
Hey, we actually made it through this time.
We're alive.
And Arabelle,
Yeah.
I hope you were taking notes because you'll be doing the intro next week on Sunday.
I took some notes.
You'll be speaking from your own point of view, so
No.
similar to like what Anthony and Zakara did. So just like if you were writing in your journal about what happened today. So you have a week to prepare what that looks like. And if you need help, you can always message me and I can help give you opinions on it.
Word okay.
But until then, everyone have a great night.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Gang, we survived that, bruh.
I'm glad somebody fucking did. Man, it's already a bad start to a campaign if your cleric is the one who fucking dies first.
Yeah.
Deal.
That wasn't really fucking nuts, let's be honest.
It happens though. Oh yeah, no, it was great.
It was a very eventful battle. A lot tougher than it was about to be. We got swarmed immediately.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
A sword's first swing, a cleric's light. Unsteady heroes stand to fight. Whether for good